What up, Taurus? How are you? Gang, gang. My Taurus gang and all my cross watchers. Just someone who knows the Taurus who's here to see what's up. What's up, stalker? Hope everyone gets all the information that they're looking for. All right, so we're just going to touch base and see what's going on for my Taurus gang. We're going to start off with an oracle card. We have meditation, crown chakra. This is also having a clear mind through something, like a meditative thought process through something. Just allowing thoughts to just be, not reacting to them. Okay? Standing very calm. Hey, that's nice for Taurus. That's definitely nice for Taurus. All right. Not saying that like you go off the rails or anything like that. No. It's just being clear-minded through things and not, if there is a negative thought, not reacting to it and allowing it to be there. The moon in the middle representing you is the ace of buckets. That could be why. The fool in reverse. The four of buckets, the tower, and the two of buckets. All right, there's definitely like there's a romance here. All right, in the middle, we're representing you. You could be trying to offer someone love, and they're just not taking it. Or this could be not accepting someone's offer because your cup is full, and it's like rejecting a person. Why? The brother spray cans in reverse. It's jumping the gun and regretting it later. This is like, no, 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 no. We're moving too fast. And being so full and content with yourself that you can say that. In the past, representing you is, I want to be like the Emperor. Questioning, all right? This is a lot of like questioning whether or not like this is logical and having like a harsh realization of like shit, you were delusional. This could also possibly, what's the Emperor about? I want to know what the Emperor is about, please. It's the father figure, and it's the masculine, divine masculine. And the five of spray cans. In the past, you could have had a fight, possibly like with your father, where they're like, you're absolutely delusional. You don't even know what you're talking about. Or someone who is like a very like masculine type person. This could be a female. This could be a male. It's just someone who is very like, I feel like they kind of like to tell people what to do and how to do it. Delegation, okay, and having a realization that this person don't know what the fuck they doing, right? And being honest about it and being like, facts, you want to know the facts. This is like calling someone on their bullshit kind of feeling in the past, and it coming down to be a fight. All right, and why do I get this know-it-all feeling? The five of brush, it's silly fights. Like, that's silly. 555. There's a whole lot of like fights that came off of something truth, right? Something very, very truthful. It's a person who I feel like they normally would have everything together, but they don't. All right. In the middle of representing you is you're like, no, you're jumping into shit way too fast. You don't want to regret it later. It's like not like trying to slow down something. What's the ace of buckets about? The seven of spray cans. This is like there's a system. There's a system, and like I deserve that. You know what I mean? Having enough cup of love for yourself to be able to like, don't jump into things too fast, waiting and holding back because you'll regret it later. This is like having enough self-respect so you don't go and jump into bed with someone the first date. You know what I mean? There's a system, right? Yeah, hold off a little bit at least. Right? Now, What, the Fool in reverse to the two of buckets right here? What's that about? And then the Hermit in reverse. You could be away from someone who you like. There could be someone out there that like you're not with right now. They could be possibly going through a little spout of depression. They could be going through a little bit of like naiveness of like very beginnings of learning who they are. All right. They could very well be in your life currently. Like, I know that, like, when I say that, like, they're away from you, like, they're alone, right? But they're like, I feel like they're there, like, with the two of buckets. It's like a soulmate. It's not in reverse. So it's like telling me that they're like, they're present there, but they're very, like, loner, like, you have a person who like comes out of the woods every now and then. Like, I feel like they're just trying to figure out themselves, right? And I feel like they're possibly coming out of their shell. The Empress, and I just heard this is a soulmate, all right? Because it was to clarify the two of buckets, and the Empress comes out in reverse. This person is trying to grow. This is growth. I feel like if this is, and you have the Emperor right here, so this is twin flame stuff. Okay, and also this is my personal sign. It's repeating patterns. All right. The Ace of Buckets and the Two of Cups. That's like my sign for kind of my personal sign for that's a twin flame. That is like your person. This is someone who you can fuck with. All right. This is someone who's on the same page as you. All right. There's a masculine and feminine here, like the two vibe together. You guys vibe very well together. All right. Um, there is a lot of growth in the feminine side of things, like speaking with the heart. Everyone's thinking logically through this, okay, right now. All right, because I feel like everyone's learning how to grow here and how to respect themselves. I feel like you yourself, Taurus, have a lot of like self-respect. That's why you're like, whoa, 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 slow down. This person could feel shunned. We're already into like this person. I'm gonna move on. I want to look into them a little bit more. This person. The Justice. You could be dealing with the Libra. The Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Wands. They're very overwhelmed. Okay, what comes up? This is a person who's very going with the flow and it's working out for them. They're. I feel like they could have friends that have given up on them a lot. It's a pattern that friends start giving up on them, and you see it, you recognize it. All right, the Ten of Coins. They're very abundant. The Page of Cups. It's just like a person who like, I want to be like, wants to take you out on a date, pay for it. You know what I mean? And like being abundant and having like being excited about a lot of things in the future. All right. Romantic wise, the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse. This person runs when they have anxiety. This person is in their head a lot, that they're thinking that'll, like, their own self-worth is like way worse than what it is. Like, they're abundant, but they're overthinking themselves. They overthink themselves. They overthink everything about, like, I just want to say they overthink everything. that's why they lose connection. What's that? Ace of Cups, Two of Coins. They're overwhelmed, man. It's in reverse, they're dropping the ball too. Like just being so overwhelmed, they just lose like these connections because they're so like in their head about their own self-worth. The Knight of Coins system. All right, they're crossing their T's, they're dotting their I's, and they're actively pursuing. This is the person who can make, who possibly is very well financially set up. Like they have a good work ethic. I feel that highly within them, and they could also like beat themselves up about their work ethic, that they think that it's like worse than what it actually is. Like they could be like they could like self-doubt themselves about their work ethic when their work ethic is actually some fucking on point shit. Like me being like a manager type, I would hire this person. I would. But I feel like they are kind of, because I would like, I'm attracted to these like people who have anxiety, who are really really good and like have good work ethic, and they don't see it and they get anxiety, and it's like just chill. I'm teaching people how to relax into that. That's like, I would hire that person. I would hire that person, but this person is not showing up. The King of Swords. If I was going to be a king or a queen, it would be of the swords, because they don't lie. They don't lie. I just looked down and it was 11-11. Universal truth speaker, can read body language. This person's very honest. This person's very real. This person's very like, yes, this is the type of person that I would fucking hire, like in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. All right. Now, knights turn into kings. Their system bet, it's just of truth and honesty, and it's like this person just needs to be honest with themselves, and once they can mature into like the truth of who they are and like their own skin kind of feeling, their own honesty, feeling there's anxiety again, feeling as though life is happening to them, not for them. With the Four of Swords and being completely stressed out, and like this is like hitting rock bottom before they mature into the truth. Like I feel like they have it within them. I do. I see it. One more and then we're moving on. The King of Cups. They're just reacting to their emotional. They're emotional. They're emotional. The Ten of Coins, but they get paid. They have a very good work ethic. They're very abundant. They're just emotional. The Fool. They could be very like, I just heard very single. Very single, very single, very alone, very by themselves and just doing. This is a person who like like it's an entrepreneur vibe. This is a person taking on new battles and just being abundant and everything that it's like they touch it and turns into gold kind of feeling. And this is like it, they start from nothing, ground nothing, and they make it to like the very end with it. This is the dedicated person to them. So this person has self-discipline like a mofo, but they can have emotions. They have emotions that like they can have anxiety. All right. And I just heard that eats them alive. Alive! One more. The Temperance, because when they can't see both sides of the story, and they, Mm-hmm. All right. I don't know. And I feel like this person is very, very good at reading, and they're like, I don't want to say, I do want to say, I'm going to say overreads people, but they're not wrong. It's like they look into a person and the way they move and everything, and they make a lot of assumptions, but like they're not wrong. They're very honest, and they're very like. I feel like this person just has, they're worried about the future and their anxiety ridden kind of feeling. I want to say ridden, but because they're not so full of anxiety, they're getting nothing done. They're getting stuff done. They're abundant. They're a go getter. You know, they can take care of business, but it's nerves. All right. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna get a couple more, and then we're gonna wrap it up. And I love you guys. One more. The world ending to a cycle so new and can begin. All right. The Hangman in reverse. I was just gonna say, allowing this person to flourish and let it be, and this is self-sacrifice. All right, just kind of like allowing it to go. and doing what you have to. If you have to end something, and then so be it, end it. It's what has to happen. The Sister of Spray Cans. Oh, that's kind of like a little bit of obsession. This is letting go of an obsession, all right? And whatever happens, happens. And letting kind of like, woo, let Jesus take the wheel sort of feeling. Yes, like don't be obsessive over things. Let things go. The Seven of Buckets. All right, there's lots of options in front of you. The Four of Buckets, again, this is like rejecting a lot of them. Because I feel like you have your eyes specifically on one thing that you want done, right? You gotta end that and allow things to happen, allow things to play out, right? We can set a list of how we want, like guiding lists of where we're kind of like leading ourselves to, okay? But when we try and take control of a situation, it becomes manipulation, and then it's just allowing things to let go and go with the flow and be have whatever needs to happen. And I feel like a lot of like things are going to come to you. I feel like you possibly could get like I feel like you could have like a presence online of like people like there is a stalking vibe online. I don't know. And not accepting any offers and having a lot of them. This is like the tennis spray cans. Again, like a big presence online. But this is like ending of a cycle. Because I feel like, okay, you could be possibly. This is like a be self sacrifice. This is a lot. Okay, if you're getting a lot of fucking like offers online, all right, to like, hey, hoo, 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 and you have someone kind of there, it's kind of like saying no to all of it, right? No, 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 no. This is the ending of all that. Not going into not responding to this, right? Not like no highs, no ending of a cycle. Because I feel like you have a lot of stuff on your plate right now. The Empress and the Ace of Buckets there, that's growth. To see growth with a real like soulmate. Not like fuckboy kind of energy coming in, like the high kind of thing. Because I feel like you have options, and it's ending a sacral. Like, I'm 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 gonna stop that for this because I love it. All right, that was kind of all over the place, and it's kind of like this is growth too. I feel like both of you are growing, so bravo, it's beautiful. All right, I hope that resonated with you, made you feel some sort of way. Until next time, thank you, much love, peace.